everyone, welcome back to Max Solo Music. My name is Max and this is a quick update about Harley Benton Dullahans. As you might have noticed, they are back in stock. They were not available for more than 6 months, and these new updated guitars have a couple of features that are worth mentioning. So let's get right to it. What's new about Harley Benton Dullahans? We are now looking at Harley Benton Dullahan-FT, the updated version and the old one, and the most obvious thing is that the new one has 24 frets compared to 22 frets it had before. Well, you've asked for it, Harley Benton listened and reacted, so here you have it, 24 frets on Dullahan-FT. The same of course works for the AT model, 24 frets on the updated one versus 22 on the old one, and it looks like these old, if you will, 22 fret guitars are gone for good because there is no information on them at the official website, harleybenton.com or at Thomann, so this one may be considered a rare piece of gear now. And by the way, don't forget to check my Instagram profile where you'll find nice and beautiful close-up shots of both of these guitars. Another thing that you can spot here right away is that the new AT version has a slightly glossier and shinier fretboard, while the old one has no gloss or shine to it at all. Here's the back side, and you can see that the updated FT model has a much deeper belly cut than the old one, and it also has a little cut out here at the neck joint, which didn't exist before. The AT model was completely flat on the back, without any belly cut at all. The updated version though has received all the same things, the deep belly cut and the neck joint cut out as the FT model. Let's check if those new cutaways have any impact on the weight. Here's the old one. And this is the updated AT. Nah, well, just a little bit, but not really. What about FT? Here's the old one. And the new one, well, 50 gram. Anyway, when it comes to the weight, for guitars of this price category, it can vary a lot sometimes from one to another. Moving on to not so obvious things, let's take a look at the headstock, if you want to call it that. Here's the old one on the right and the updated one on the left. As you can see, the new one has slightly better access and wider holes for the strings, which makes it easier to lead the strings through them than it was on the old one. And here's the AT model, and it just looks like the piece of wood here on the updated version on the left is slightly thinner, which provides a better access. Look at the bridge on the old FT model. You can see that it has 6 individual saddles. Each of them is fixed to the body with a couple of screws there. But the thing is, when you work with wood, no matter how hard you try, it is almost impossible to install these saddles precisely parallel to each other. And as a result, when you try to tune a string, the tuning peg will touch the one right next to it and cause another string to go out of tune. The updated bridge has a common base plate all saddles are attached to, which means the saddles are precisely parallel, the tuning pegs don't touch each other, and those annoying tuning problems are now gone. It is the same here on the AT model, and out of all updates Dullahan's received, this one is my favorite. Again, here's what it looked like before. You can see 6 individual bridges. Here's the old AT model, and if you look carefully at those knobs, you will see that they are not exactly the same. The volume knob has a different shape and it is slightly taller. I don't know why. And on the updated guitar, the knobs are actually the same, which I have to say makes more sense. Okay, now let's remove the back covers and take a look at what's inside, because I have found a couple of differences in there too. This is the old one, and here's the updated version. As you can see, both covers are shielded, but this one has a sticker on it. Why? Because the body of the guitar is so thin that the pickup switch, the back of the pickup switch, can actually touch the back cover, which is shielded, and therefore cause a short circuit. So to prevent it, they have used a sticker on the updated version. But notice that the FT's body is thicker here, and therefore the pickup switch doesn't touch the back cover and doesn't require a sticker to prevent short circuits. Another difference I found inside the AT body is the volume pot. Look at this one. This is the Alpha B500K pot, and this is the old version. And here's the updated guitar, and you can see a different kind of volume pot. It says Made in Korea, Jin Sun. Well, I don't know if this update was actually intentional. Chances are they just ran out of those old alpha pods and used whatever they had in stock. Other than that, on the updated AT model, you can see a ground wire coming out of here. It's coming from the bridge. And on the old one, this ground wire didn't require a separate hole for it here. The same is true for the FT model. Here's the updated one, and you can see the bridge ground wire coming out of the body here. And look at the bottom of the cavity. It is flat, while on the old version it did have additional routings, as you can see here, for pots and the pickup switch. So it had 22 frets, it has 24 now. But it also means that the neck pickup is now closer to the bridge than it was before. Will that affect the sound in any way? I don't know, but let's find out. And for this experiment, I'll be using Husqvarna Black Spirit 200 on clean. And now the AT model. I guess I could hear some difference, or am I wrong? Let's talk about this in the comments below. Okay, and the last important update I wanted to talk to you about is the price. If you watched my previous video on Harley Benton Dullahans, then you may remember that the price was $399. Now it is $438. Well, technically it's $449, but because the VAT is slightly lower now in Germany, we can see a better number here, $438. But I believe it will go up to $449 in 2021. The same is true for the AT24 model. It is 438 euros. As always, I'll give you all the links below. Please check them out, even if you don't need a Harley Benton Dullahan, because every time somebody uses those links, it brings happiness and joy to my channel. And there is also a roasted maple neck version of the Dullahan-FT, which is 488 euros now, but I believe it's gonna be 499 euros next year. I really wanted to show this guitar, but I don't have one. I'm still waiting for it for like 6 weeks already or longer, I don't know. Anyway, as soon as I get it, I'll take some awesome, beautiful close-up pictures for you, and you'll find them on my Instagram. Okay, but why is it more expensive now than before? Well, because now it comes with a gig bag. A matching gig bag. Look at this. It was created specifically for this guitar. And why? Well, because you asked for it, so here you go. Well, I think that's it. Hopefully I didn't miss anything important. If I did, let me know in the comments below. Both guitars will receive detailed reviews in 2 parts, or maybe even 3 parts, who knows? We'll find out. So stay tuned, you know what to do, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Wow, you've made it to the end of this video, and I'm very happy about that, because first I can say thanks, and second, not many people make it this far. It would be really great to hear back from you in the comments below, not necessarily about the topic of the video, but just, you know, to say hi, for example. If for some reason you like what I do here on this channel and want to support me, there's Patreon, I'll give you a link to that in the description below, and other than that, subscribe or don't subscribe, whatever you feel like. That's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video someday soon.